I tell you, we probably had people watching a while. And if you want, I'll give a little demo of some things of iMessaging.
Let's definitely go to the not review, but the how to. And
Yeah,
and
most of our
now,
viewers will know this, I'm sure, and these various things. Just a little personal note. I doubt my wife's watching. She's actually in Springfield, Missouri. Her mother's in the hospital out there, and
oh,
we had
sorry to hear
well,
that.
thank you, she's doing better, but she's out there tonight. And so I told her, I said, you're going to be getting a lot of text from me. I'm going to send her. I said, just ignore them. So we were going to go to the Apple store tomorrow, because this is a personal note. Tomorrow we shall have been married 31 years. So I told her it looks like she's going to be away though. And so I said, well, we'll just FaceTime for our anniversary. We'll do something when you return. And so uh more a little bit personal notes you can relate to. This also marks, I think it would be August though, 30 years I've been a licensed ham radio operator. I sort of equate that in
Wow.
marriage together. So yeah, it was 86. 86 got married, 87 got my ham radio license. So.
Wow, you've been a ham radio operator longer than I have because I got mine in, I think it might have been 1997.
Well, I was
97 or
87,
98.
so and I was
Wow.
thinking back, I guess our anniversary being tomorrow, 31 years ago, 86, got me to thinking we didn't have cell phones, no computers. I had a basic computer. I think I had a Commodore 64, but we've talked about that.
Yeah.
All right, let me go on and pull up the screen here and get some sharing going on here. Let me go to share my phone. Now share that screen. As you well know, this software, I had to click on a few things, but boy, this software works so good. All right, screen share. I guess you can now see an iPhone.
I sure can.
All right. iMessages is one of the apps I keep in my dock because I use it so much. So I'll just open it up. There's to my wife, and I told her I'm going to be sending a bunch of text. I'm doing for Apple World Day, no response necessary. I'm doing a demo. All right, everybody knows you can send, of course, hers are in blue because she's on an iPhone. If you go to an Android friend, they're in sort of a lime green. But I've been surprised at how many people do not know some of these things that you can do. One of the things right off the bat that I use a lot, especially if I need to type a lot, of course, I type and I do a lot of dictation. I don't even know if it will pick up my voice while I'm broadcasting. Well, I guess it will. Uh, so it'll, I do a lot of dictation like that, but I actually find it a lot handier if I'm going to record something just to hit the little microphone to the right. And that actually you press and hold, and I doubt it's going to do it while I broadcast because of the way that's doing two audio streams or something. But you press and hold that. But well, it is. I just didn't have it right. You press and hold, and it is recording my voice. You let go, and you've got two options here: X out of it if you don't want to send it, or hit the up arrow to send it. So my wife just got a. Well, she's in. Just delivered to her phone, and so I find that extremely handy. That's actually a voice recording that they can just listen to. So a lot of people do not know that's there, and I use that a lot. Just to send a quick, if it's going to be sort of a complex text, I'll just talk it and send it to people. And of course, you can always do the emojis down here. Everybody knows about them, and various ones that you check. And so that's really probably nothing new for anyone, the various keyboards and the such like. A lot of people have asked me, how did you make that? We had a beautiful day here today. It was 77 degrees, but I want to type the degree symbol. Press the zero and hold it. And look, there's the zero. Just drag and let go. There's a degree symbol. I'll send that.
Okay, I didn't know that one.
Well, good. I'm
I've
glad you
always had a
watch our
problem
show.
doing that.
Yeah. I'll just, do it again here. As long as you got the numeric keypad 80 degrees. And I just like for it to look sort of professional. Press and hold, drag and let go, and you've got the degree symbol. And there's others. Experiment. Like if you're typing some of your, say, friends that speak Spanish and you want to put it inverted, question mark or exclamation mark, press and hold. Sure enough, right there it is. You select the one you want. And it's a good thing I told my wife what I was doing. She'd think I totally lost it after 31 years.
Well, doesn't she think that anyway?
Yeah, probably so. But if you press and hold, not everything has something, but there's languages, Eastern European, that use some things like this. And I would say just experiment, see if it has what you want. Uh, I was needing to type something that had the cents symbol as opposed to dollar. So I brought up the currency, press and hold dollar. Sure enough, cents, euro, and a lot of others I don't even know. So just press and hold, and you're presented with quite a few. Like the at
Wow.
symbol has nothing else, but the ampersand has. Isn't it, what is that? Is that a paragraph symbol? I'm not for sure.
I can't remember.
And so it looks neat anyway.
Yeah, it
So
is.
just backslash. So press and hold to get some surprise things there. Um,
That is
oh
so
yeah,
cool.
yeah. There's a lot there. I didn't even because I don't use a lot of those. So a lot of people don't realize that. So I'm glad I was able to help you tonight. Now, whenever you're, are there any questions from our audience so far? So how
Yeah.
about you, Steve? But I'll get some
Uh,
more here.
are there any questions? I'm doing good right now. So,
If you'll look, there's a little uh, arrow to the left in a reverse field there. You hit that, it's where you open up a lot of stuff that you have. Tap on that and you get three options. I like sending a lot of pictures in text. You can take a picture and send it, but if you hit the camera icon, you can bring up, there's some pictures I took outside today. I told you we had pretty weather that was here today.
beautiful day today.
Cats on the porch, as you can see. And just say, I want to send this picture to my wife. I select that one. And oh, this was sunset a while ago. And this is our mailbox out here. So I want to send those three to her and say, no, I don't think I'm going to send the house. I'll just hit the little X and take it out. And I still got the two pictures and I can send those. So I'll just go ahead and I'll just send one of the sunset to her. So you can do that. But if it's not in my camera roll, press and hold the camera again. Whoops. Slide over to the left, and you've got the option. You can actually take a picture, reverse camera, which I won't do. You'll see. Well, but you can actually take a picture with the camera. I'll just take a picture of me and you on the screen there. And sure enough, it comes up in the text, and I'll send that to my wife. You can slide on over, and this seems a little redundant to me. I'm not for sure why Apple added this. You can access the camera from here, I guess for the full camera, everything, or you can just tell it photo library if you slide over to the left, but you don't really have to do that. So it's a good way to send pictures. Now you have two more apps. One, you can click on that. You can do some various things. You can draw. I'll just put an M for Marty and say I want to send that to my wife. When she gets it, it's going to draw. And she can hit replay and it'll show it again and things like that. You can also press and hold and it'll send a little fireball. And just, if you wonder what everything is, hit the instructions to the right. And it tells you what they are all. I want to send my wife, let's see, heartbeat. Tap and hold with two fingers. So I'm going to do that. Well, there you go. That's all right. So I'll send that. I'm glad I didn't accidentally send that to you. You haven't heard this yet, but I was typing a voice message to you the other day, and I don't know what I was typing. It was supposed to be like, I like that idea. And I looked at it and said, Steve, I love you. And I happened to catch it before I hit send. And I told my wife, I said, Steve's a fine fellow, but I definitely want to catch that before it goes out here. And so just some neat little things. I admit I don't use these often. All right. One other one there. You see it looks like the App Store icon. This is a pretty neat one. This is where you put in apps. I've got some AccuWeather apps, but so I can send, it was beautiful sunshine today, so I want to send that to my wife. All right, that's fine. But let's say, oh, I wish I'd put the sunshine over the heart. That's one thing. You can go back and really add to a text. I want to put, oh, there's a sunshine with little hearts in the eyes. I want to put that over the heart I sent to my wife. Now that's going to show up on a text I have already sent her. It's going to overlay it. So those are what's known as stickers. You know, I really do like Monument
Monument
Valley.
Valley.
Yeah, so they have sticker pack that's free. Let me go back to that. I just sent her
Alto's
hi.
Adventure also has sticker pack.
Let's just do the little girl here with this. I'm going to put it up here just sort of between two. And that just overlays on her screen. And these are what's known as stickers. Well, let's hit the little, if you notice at the lower left, there's 4 little dots. That opens up your library. I have Weather Channel stickers, AccuWeather. You go in, you hit the store, and if you want to purchase stickers, it shows featured ones. A lot are free. Wonder Woman stickers aren't showing a price, but a lot are the more premium stickers. You can manage yours to remove and show. Like I don't want the ESPN sticker pack. I rarely use that, so I don't have it on here. Words with Friends, I can actually include that now. And I can actually, as you see, it shows up there, add, create a game from right here. Let's see what else we've got. And just, you send the weather. Right now it is about 66 here, so I'm just going to send that to my wife. And so that's pretty much covers those. One of the things I haven't covered yet that a lot of people really like, and I do as well, is effects on the screen. But if I send congratulations to someone, it knows it will actually put normally the confetti. I didn't even have to do the confetti. It did that for me. But I'm going to send her.
I did not know that it would do that.
Yeah, it does that. I'm not sure if it does anything on happy birthday or not, if you don't add it. Someone's going to say, well, can you turn that off? I'm actually not sure. Let me just see. My wife's birthday was in March. So there, sent the balloons automatically. Yeah. But let's just say I want to just send her hi. And if I want effects myself, I press and hold the right arrow. I can send them like with a slam. I'm going to do loud and just send it to my wife. After you select it, hit the arrow and there it sends it. I'm going to just send her hi again. Press and hold. Let's do this time screen effects, balloons, and there's not a whole lot. Hearts. That's a good one for my wife. It just floats away there. And just sort of overlays it. But I've had a lot of people ask me, how do you do that? If you'll notice on the heart, I don't know if you can catch it on the broadcast or not. It actually, you can see, let me go over to hearts again. If you'll notice, you will see reflections of the texts within the balloon with what I had said. That is how now look at the top of the balloon.
Oh, wow.
If you look closely while it's demoing it, you will see my happy birthday and hi to her actually reflected in that balloon.
Oh, man.
So it's not just reflecting some arbitrary text. It's reflecting what I already texted her. Little things cool. Like that. It is. Little things.
That's Apple,
It is. They really do those things. So that's pretty much a review. I will say here, you can hit the information. I want to make sure I don't give too much information here. Let me stop screen sharing just a moment to see what this is going to show. Okay, I think we're fine. Let me go back to it here because I didn't want to I have some passwords typed for her and stuff. Let me go back to the screen real quick. And a lot of people, if you want to real quick, hit the little information icon at the upper right to my wife's picture name. I hit information, shows a map of where she's at, and I can quickly pick a tick. That's a fox that was in our backyard this afternoon and down behind the house. I can quickly, so whenever you type that, if you'll look at your contact, there's a little eye in the circle to the right. Tap that and you get a lot of options. That shows she's at the hospital in Springfield, Missouri. From here, I can FaceTime her or call. I can send my current location to her. I want to do that. I don't do anything else. I just tap that and there goes my map and with a pen dropped to where I'm at. I can put on do not disturb. If we were in a big conversation, I didn't want to hear someone's responses, I could just mute them. And I turn on read receipts or for individuals or not. And then I can select messages to that. This is just a catalog of all texts and messages we sent. This is a good example. She'd stopped at a McDonald's in her country hometown of Arkansas, and the McDonald's there had a kiosk. You can order and pay with your phone right at the kiosk out in the lobby. So she sent me that picture. And a lot of people don't realize pictures you receive and send from the texting app are not put in your camera roll. Let's say I want to save this. I press and hold and hit more and just save image at the bottom. So it's now in my camera roll. So that's pretty much, maybe a little too long, but there's a lot of things.
No,
to cover
not
there.
at all. That was excellent. That's one thing that, is surprising, is even those of us who use messages every day, you were able to teach me something that, I was totally unaware of in terms of being able to get that degree symbol. It was always like, I typed out the word degrees. That is cool. But all the features that were added, with the stickers and the apps, being able to do all those cool things, it just really makes it look a heck of a lot more impressive than the regular old text messages.
Well, it does. And I guess if there's one reason I would never leave Apple, it's probably iMessages. I really, really like that among people. Almost all my friends, all my family, basically everyone at church that had Android. Well, we were going to let them keep coming, but they have pretty much gone to iPhone. Just people have, because I do a shared calendar, and we'll discuss that at another date. I love having a shared calendar among all the members. They can add events, birthdays, take them off, and I know you can do that in Android, but we had such a base of Apple users. Finally, basically everybody has come over.
Nice.
It makes it fun. We're not a large congregation, but like I said, they could keep coming if they were under Android, but honestly, they could not share in all the features we were doing, the shared calendar and the messaging and the such like. So, but well, thanks for bearing with me there. I'm sure there's some things I didn't show, but I think it gives people an overview. There's a lot you can do with iMessaging.
I may have to just take that section of the video and see if we can turn it into a how-to and put that out on YouTube, because that was excellent. That's a lot of things that I think a lot of people would like to know.
Well, I appreciate it. Feel free to cut that, and that would probably be a good demo there, because she was expecting it. So how to.
She's going, this is great. He's sending me all sorts of messages. Well, honestly, that's how my wife and I keep in touch with each other. She's at work in a big building and everything like that, and she's in a cube farm, as we refer to them. She doesn't want people to overhear conversations that we might be having, or things, little things you're talking about. And we started using messages, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago. And it's great. During the day, she lets me know when she gets to work. If things are slow, she'll send me a message and say, whoa, big accident on C470 today. Really had things backed up. Or, she'll tell me what's going on. Sometimes I keep her entertained while she's in meetings. But it's a blast, and I don't think people appreciate it as much as they should. I can remember just, sending text messages, and they were so boring. And back in the day, when I had a little Nokia phone and you had the T9
I remember
keyboard,
it well,
where you had to, hit all the number keys to get the letters to come up. I can remember being, I was doing a local bike ride, what they call the Elephant Rock Ride. It's every June, end of May, beginning of June. And I wanted to send my wife a note saying, I'm at the halfway point or something like that. It was like, I don't know, 50-mile ride. And I sat there, forever trying to get this text message out there. Now you could just have these guys have the phone mounted on the front of the bike and do a, double tap to bring Siri up and say, hey, send a message to Barb saying I'm at the halfway point of the Elephant Rock Ride. Do you want to send it? Send it, and it'd be done.
One little tip, and I'm sure you probably know, if you're using Siri to voice type and she says, are you ready to send it? Say review. It will read it back to you.
Yeah.
And
In
then,
CarPlay, it actually does that by default, which I think is
okay, that's
interesting.
neat. I don't use a lot. You know, I do have somewhat. I get people say I've got an accent, maybe even a little bit
No,
Southern. So, well, thank you.
no.
No, I, I will say thank you for letting me on here. I do some online gaming, and we do a lot of voice talking. First time people meet me online, they say, "Where are you from?" I say, "Would you believe the Bronx, New York?" They say, "No, I wouldn't." I just kid them. No,
That's
I said thank you. No, I'm actually glad that I enjoy my accent, and but I just can't hear it. I can hear Dennis though, and I guess he can hear me, and so
well.
we're
I
not too
always
far
had.
from each other.
I had to laugh. I can remember I think it was one of the first trips we ever took to England, and we've been there, way too many times. But one of the first trips, we were talking to this one young couple that we ran into, and we were young at the time, and the woman had this almost impossible to understand Yorkshire accent. It's a special sort of British accent that it can be very, very difficult to understand. And but anyway, we got to talking about language and accents and things like that. And she goes, "Yes, I just love your American twang." I remember that so well. It's
Oh,
like,
that is
thank you.
funny. Yeah. No, I'm always glad for people to hear the accent, and I enjoy it. And so much. Well, it's just we have a lot of colloquial terms too that we use, y'all and such like. But I think I've demoed it before. If I say y'all, Siri will type it Y''LL or Y''ALL. So she gets it.
Well,
So
y'all, and then it's plural, all y'all.
yeah, that's
Well,
right.
that's mainly Texas, though, I think.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I enjoy that demo so much. We're almost at 40 minutes. Maybe I won't even get to Voice Record Pro because I feel like I'll be going downhill. I feel like that was the pinnacle of my demos tonight.
That was good. That was, I mean, excellent, excellent. Thank you for doing that.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad to.
Visit Apple World today on the web at appleworld.today and please subscribe to our YouTube channel.